Welcome back to Art of War 2, Liberation of Peru, and welcome to Mission 4, Gorge. Comrade General, the base is destroyed. Gorge on our control, preparing for the interception of enemy columns. Good. Everything is going according to plan. According to intelligence reports, the convoy is approaching you. It will take place in the gorge south of your base, from west to east. Take the defense so as to destroy the maximum number of techniques and enemy infantry. Several cars in the convoy carrying the command scientists and models of new technologies in no case cannot run them through the gorge. Take action. Yes, we'll do everything in our power. Quest. Take a defense. Clear at least 90% of enemy units. The enemy. Do not pass cars carrying scientists and command indicated by red arrow. Well. Yeah, I can try to do that. Let's build another staff building here for the time being. You here maybe go south here. Let's see what else we have here. Access to the usual stuff here. Maybe build some extra defenses here as well, because you never know. And maybe sure one of you here too. And possibly another staff building in the north here. I could have thought that how expensive is that actually? Well, more than 450 credits, I guess. Please give me some money. There we go. It's probably 500. So also makes it easier to build stuff because this way. Okay, several passed there. Okay, let's get bunkers going here. Can't afford that either. But there we go. Since you're ready now, this should be all good. How expensive is the research center? 250, not that much. Let's see where I can pop you down, maybe safely behind the staff building here. Yes, indeed, can I do that? That's great. And maybe some towers here too. Sure. Okay, but I should really focus on the south here because that's where the enemy is primarily going to be coming from, according to the briefing here. So let's make sure everything is ready for the welcome committee here. And I build all the way down here. I can actually, in this case, can just lock this down. Oh, I should not do that. I should in fact build not a plant, but a power. Been there before. You just hold the line here as long as you can. And let's see. Let's try to lock this down completely. Don't have enough power for that, but power plant's on the way. Let's also get the reinforced power plant upgrade here, or reinforced generator, whatever, I don't really care. Same deal. A little bit of protection here as well, because you never know. And yeah, some more guys coming here, so let's get things rolling there. Seems like everybody's dead for the time being. Yeah, but this is sort of, I guess, an interception mission or a defense mission, but it's kind of related. Even though in the previous defense mission we had the advantage that, there we go, great power plants, that everyone whom we had to kill was coming for our base anyway. So there's that. I think I'm actually going to withdraw you here because I want to make sure I've got some bit of a reserve here. Instead rely on structures here. Some of which are not done yet, but we're getting there. Good, bunker here is ready, that's good. Maybe I should have left these guys here. Take a little bit longer, but this actually seems to be okay. Make units are here anyway, so there's that. And there's a spam more here. Either I should also see that I get some more upgrades going here. I can build a tower here. That's an excellent position for a tower. There's like a position where the eye has its tower usually. At least that's what it feels like. I'm not sure it makes any difference where actually, like, from which staff building I build. Or the staff here, yeah, sure. Although I could build some more sniper towers in the background. Like, it's in the back, not in the background, yeah. I should be careful here because I'm going to need another power plant here soon. Build that here, in fact, let's build that next. And more power. Sending quite a lot of stuff here, so I'm really going to need all of this here. But they also have to shoot their way through here if they want to cross here, so let's just keep building stuff to intercept this convoy here. This power plant here better be ready in the near future. This tower here is not looking so hot, but I think the towers are not that tough. They're not bunkers after all. Haven't seen any red arrow indicated scientist or technique car, but let's see. So, armored cabin, absolutely. In fact, sure, gone with that a little bit earlier, but never mind. So everything here is going to be great. There's another bunker here. Half of here won't even arrive. Yeah. Still worth that I get myself flanked here. One point, at least these guys are trying to get through here, which also translates to them just kinda like waltzing into my defense and not actually attacking from like maximum range or so. Let's see. Comrade Colonel, it was the Vanguard. Special equipment will go into the main part of the column, which is already approaching. Be prepared for the interception. Okay, I'm gonna be prepared for the interception, I hope. That was just a Vanguard, okay. Let's see, how's the research doing here? Probably want cotton mines here. A conveyor propaganda department, but I guess more income? Sure, why not? Well, I guess that's more income, and incentives is a higher bounty actually. And surely they're not gonna get through here, are they? What if more towers? Let's see. They did say they would all come here, so don't tell me I have to defend from like a different angle here at one point. We shall find out. You here in terrible shape, but that's fine, you're just one tower. Also, I think they literally cannot cross through here without destroying those buildings. Okay. Flamethrowers, of course. And heavy tanks. The tower's not gonna last, but that's fine. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah. Being paranoid here now. Let's build one more power plant, because right now, if they were to destroy a power plant, then I'd have low power, at least partially. But I think it's like, the power select is probably just... Okay, sure, let's get that. I think it's like distributed, so if you lose like, let's say if you have... Well, there you hear the red vehicles, you're not gonna get through here, I'm sorry, you just aren't. It's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna build a bunker here because that is probably the appropriate choice for this location. I don't think I can fit another tower up there. Yeah, so if you lack like 3 units of power, then you're going to just have 3 buildings not function, or 1 building if it's like the research lab or so. You hear a bit banged up, but nothing special here. Yeah, they have to shoot their way through all of this, which takes quite a while, even if you have the firepower to do so. Let's see. Communication system, larger build radius here. Sure, I'm not sure I really need that, but could build another row of bunkers there. Yeah, so just here. Yeah, but they need quite a while to destroy these heavy tanks here. Constructing is considerably faster than repairing. I think I've got all the upgrades that I need. There's a rocket upgrade, but neither the sniper towers nor the bunkers seem to use rockets, so... Okay. Flame vehicles here. Another scientist vehicle here, whatever it is. You can maybe destroy the first row of bunkers here. You're not going to destroy more than that. Sorry, that just isn't going to happen. Got a bunch of upgrades here already. Yeah, does the rifle affect the snipers, as in like the sniper unit? But the tower apparently also has snipers, so is that also affected? I'm not sure about that. But you know what, never mind. I'm gonna get it anyway because I've got nothing else to do right now. It seems the building limit is a lot higher than in Global Confederation, because I don't recall being able to build that much, and in fact I thought there was at least one mission where I kind of had to forego certain structures I wanted to build just so I could build everything that's necessary or I have enough power. Also recall the reinforced generator upgrade being quite a bit more important, because it would also save you structures to build. Let's see. Heavy machine gun. You know what? Maybe that does actually make a difference, because I guess these do use machine guns. There could be a different unit here. Like, none of these have proper descriptions, so it's difficult to determine who's actually affected here. But that's also a classic. Like a lot of older RTS games, they're not necessarily Java games, but in general were like that, where they were like completely transparent regarding like what anything does, or one of my favorites, the manual was printed before the game went gold, or was at least finished before the game went gold. So it referenced units that no longer existed, units were missing, or the stats were incorrect. And then there were at least some manuals where, like, as a child, I was wondering, oh man, is this like a secret unit? Is it hidden? How do I unlock it? But then turns out, at least way late, like years later, I noticed they just kind of cut this, or they modified the unit so it looks different than the manual. Okay, let's see, we have reinforced engine. I think that's air kit. Sure, why not? Do I already... Okay, cannot get some of these? Do I need... Yeah, so deal with that. Not quite sure. You know what, doesn't matter. Oh, they destroyed one bunker. Yeah, that's fine, I can rebuild that one bunker. You're gonna have to destroy another 12, and then... And they're probably still going to die. I really should have started building that when there was some downtime, but then again, but never mind, it's fine. I'll still finish this. And building the bunker doesn't take super long. It takes fairly long, but not outrageously long. Oh, now I can build this. I guess it's like a rapid reach. I'm pretty sure that's vehicle stuff. That's not building stuff, but you never know. Lots of heavy tanks here. So I am going to have some casualties here. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's fine. Haven't even finished these bunkers here, and they might actually get themselves destroyed here. That's fine. Rebuild you again. Maybe in between here, even though also just, yeah. Let's build you here. They might actually make a little bit of progress here. Still not too much, but they have destroyed 3 of my bunkers here, which is 3 more bunkers than most of the previous attacks here destroyed. Let's rebuild these immediately. Unfortunately, no build speed bonus from multiple staff buildings because this isn't Command and Conquer. Okay, you're already halfway done. Yeah, I think I might actually get these out before long. Should I build yet another row, like another full row? Probably not going to work out, but you know what? May as well try. There's another huge blob here. I've got more bunkers than you have anything really. You know what, just in case I do break through here, there's going to be much more bunker behind this here. Yeah, they're actually making progress. I think it's still the best strategy to just completely seal this off. They're really completely forced to destroy all of this here. Then some more towers here as well, because it turns out they can actually contribute here quite a bit. Another power plant, please. They're actually dealing quite some damage here, yeah. I'm actually surprised how far they got here. Okay. More of this here, okay. Yeah, looks like all these multi-rows of defenses were actually needed. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to rebuild all of this here, because these might get themselves destroyed before the next wave arrives, but let's see. I'll do my best to just pop as many of these down as I can. Well, can you just seal off the entrance point to the map? Maybe one of you can just prevent them from like spawning altogether, which is probably not a good idea because you probably can only win if everything's destroyed. And that might not happen here. Sure, you can contribute a little bit as well. Again, I'm not sure that actually makes a difference, but who knows. No structures here, sure. Now that bunker actually got finished, the one in the north. That's not bad at all then. I'm not sure that one in the north there is actually the one in the very north is actually contributing, but whatever. I guess I could get like siege tanks here and whatnot. But it's not that expensive. Is that important? Let's come here. How? This just keeps going, but it's the same as the first defense mission. You're still not going to get through here. You can try, you will not succeed, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Gonna use up all the concrete available in South America here. There should be a fast construction back here, alas, I don't think there's one. Yeah, I've got so much money. I can just keep popping these down, or whether or not this works. I'm like the AI, like you destroy like one building and there's another one already popping up. They also have to get through my staff building, which is also a base defense of sorts. And do I need another power plant here? Maybe. Let's see, but the power gets deducted immediately, so we should be okay here. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, there we go. I finally reached the build limit. There we go. So now it's just replacement of existing structures, which is probably going to be the case here soon, because there's a whole bunch of unfinished structures here which are not actually going to contribute to my defensive efforts here. Could sell some buildings in the north, but I'm not sure I want to. Okay, I haven't lost anything yet. Interestingly, yeah. Oh yeah, these are not finished, so they can't actually fight back. Well, we have to wait for you here to die. And then... finally. You can get yourself bunkered here. I was thinking this is another mission where at this point you probably have either one... Oh, there we go. Column destroyed. We did everything we could. Congratulations. You're well coped with the task. Start an offensive on the east. We are advancing from the north. Pinch remnants of the army in a vice. Now that the northern front of the Confederation remained without reinforcements, we will end with him before the main headquarters in Europe will have time to do something about it. Mission accomplished. Well, there we go. This wasn't so bad. It was actually kind of fun to build this ridiculous amount of defenses. Probably more than I needed, because it will take them quite a while to break through all these defenses, but then again, you never know. Also had more than 10,000 resources here left, which is pretty good. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.